We take another problem. A body projected vertically up from the foot of a tower of height h with velocity u, and at the same time another body is released from the top of the tower. When and where they meet. Now what is given in our problem is, now in our problem it is given, this is a tower of height h. From the foot of the tower, a body is projected vertically up with initial velocity u. At the same time, another body is released from the top of the tower. It is a freely falling body and it is vertically projected body. And during the motion, they will meet at some height small h from the ground. We have to find when and where, that means at what height they will meet in air. They meet at this point. What does it mean? The time taken by this body to travel from ground to this position is equal to the time taken by this freely falling body to move from top of tower to this position. First we consider a vertically projected body. Let us consider these two bodies meet after t seconds at a height small h from the ground. Now for the first body, that is vertically projected body, taking equation s equal to ut plus half at square. Here s is h, the initial velocity is u, a is minus g. Since the acceleration due to gravity is opposite to the motion of the body, now we get h is equal to ut minus half gt square. I am considering this as equation 1. Now for this body, this is a freely falling body. Initial velocity is 0 and in this time t seconds it travels a distance h minus h. Now h minus h is equal to half gt square. Here we are considering u is 0 and a equal to g. From this we can write small h is equal to capital H minus half gt square. We take this as equation 2. If you compare these two equations, what is the value of capital H? Yes, this is equal to ut or t equal to h by u. That means after h by u seconds they meet. Now the question is where, that means at what height. To find the height from the ground where they meet, we consider the equation h is equal to ut minus half gt square. Substituting the value t equal to h by u, we get this is equal to u into h by u minus 1 by 2 into g h by u whole square. This is nothing but h minus 1 by 2 g h by u whole square. Now we take another example. A body is projected vertically up from the top of a tower of height h with initial velocity u. If it reaches the ground after t seconds, what is the height of the tower? Now what is given in our problem? An object is projected vertically up from this tower. After t seconds it reaches the ground. First we discuss how this will move. At this point of projection, the velocity is vertically up. We can consider it is positive. The acceleration, which is nothing but acceleration due to gravity, this is vertically down. That means a equal to minus g. Because of this negative acceleration, when the body is moving up, the velocity decreases and it moves up till its velocity becomes 0. When the velocity becomes 0, it reaches the maximum height and from that position it reaches the ground as a freely falling body. Now in this problem it is given in time t seconds it reaches the ground. That means after t seconds the displacement s is equal to minus h. Why we have to take the displacement is negative? We are projecting the body vertically up, but the displacement is vertically down. Therefore, the displacement is minus h. The initial velocity is u and acceleration is minus g. Using the equation s is equal to ut plus of at square, we can write minus h is equal to ut minus of gt square, or h is equal to, that is height of the tower is, of gt square minus ut. Suppose in the same problem, what is the maximum height reached by the body? Now this is the height reached by the body from the projection point, which is x. First we find what is the value of x. For this we take the equation v square minus u square equal to 2as. Your final velocity is 0 and initial velocity is u. 0 minus u square, this is equal to minus 2gx, or x equal to u square by 2g. This is the height reached by the body above the tower, and the maximum height reached from the ground is h plus u square by 2g, that is h plus x, which is equal to h plus u square by 2g. We take another problem. A body projected vertically up from the top of a tower with velocity u reaches the ground with velocity n into u. What is the height of the tower? Now in this problem, the body is projected vertically up from the tower of height h. The initial velocity is u. After reaching the ground, the velocity is n into u. Now what is the displacement? Yes, it is minus h. Now we consider the equation v square minus u square equal to 2as. V is n into u and u is u. This equation can be written as n square u square minus u square equal to minus 2g into minus h. From this we get h is equal to n square minus 1 into u square by 2g. This is the height of the tower. Now we take another problem. A food packet is dropped from an helicopter which is moving up with velocity 19.6 meters per second. What is the velocity of the packet after 2 seconds? Now what is given in our problem? The helicopter is moving vertically up with velocity 19.6 meters per second, and a food packet is dropped from it. When this food packet is released from the helicopter, due to inertia, the initial velocity of the packet is the velocity of the helicopter, which is 19.6 meters per second and which is vertically up. This is initial velocity. And the acceleration is a equal to g, which is vertically down. Now what will be the motion of this packet? Yes, because of this initial velocity, it moves up. As it is moving up, since the acceleration is opposite to the motion, the velocity will decrease. It reaches to some height, and from that position it reaches the ground as a freely falling body. This is similar to a body projected vertically up from the top of a tower. Now in this problem, you ask it to find what is velocity after 2 seconds. This we can find using the equation v equal to u plus at. Here u is 19.6 meters per second and a is minus g, that is minus 9.8 meter per second square. Now substituting these values, the velocity is 19.6 minus 9.8 into 2. Now this is equal to 0 meter per second. Now what you can say, within these 2 seconds, just the packet will reaches the maximum height. We take another problem. A balloon rising vertically up with an acceleration g by 8 starting from rest. After 8 seconds, a stone is dropped from the balloon. How much time does the stone takes to reach the ground? Now what is given in our problem? The balloon is rising vertically up with acceleration g by 8. After 8 seconds, a stone is dropped from the balloon. We are asked to find how much time the stone takes to reach the ground. The balloon is moving up with acceleration a equal to g by 8. After 8 seconds, when stone is dropped, the balloon is having some velocity. Due to inertial property, whatever the velocity of the balloon, the stone is having the same velocity. That means at this point, the stone is having velocity vertically up, which is equal to velocity of this balloon. And at this position, the acceleration for this stone is due to gravitational force a equal to g, which is acting vertically down. Because of this negative acceleration, as the stone is moving up, the velocity decreases. It moves up till its velocity becomes 0. From that position, it reaches the ground as a freely falling body. This problem is also similar to a body projected vertically up from the top of a tower. First we calculate what is the velocity of the balloon after 8 seconds using equation v equal to u plus at. Now v equivalent to u, that is 0 since it is starting from rest, plus a is g by 8 into 8. This we get g meters per second. After 8 seconds, to find the height of the balloon, we can use the equation s is equal to ut plus of at square, or h is equal to 1 by 2 into g by 8 into 8 square, or this is equal to 4g meters. Now the problem is, from height 4g meter, the stone is projected vertically up with velocity g meter per second when it reaches the ground. This is our problem. The stone is dropped from the balloon. That means the stone is dropped from this height. At this position, the velocity of the stone is g meters per second, which is vertically up. It is at a height 4g meter. The velocity of the stone is g meter per second. Now this is at a height 4g meter. We can consider this problem as a body projected from a tower of height 4g meter with initial velocity g meter per second. If the stone reaches the ground after t seconds, when it reaches the ground, the displacement s is equal to minus h, since initially the stone is moving up and the displacement is in opposite direction. The initial velocity u equal to g meter per second and the acceleration is g meter per second square vertically down. Therefore, a equal to minus g meter per second square. Now using the equation s is equal to ut plus of at square, substituting the values, s is equal to minus 4g, g into t. Using equation s is equal to ut plus of at square, we can write minus 4g, this is equal to gt minus of gt square. On simplification we get minus 8 equal to 2t minus t square, or t square minus 2t minus 8 equal to 0, or t square minus 4t plus 2t minus 8 equal to 0. This can be written as t minus 4 into t plus 2 is equal to 0. From this we get t is equal to 4 seconds. That means the stone reaches the ground after 4 seconds. We take another problem. An object is projected vertically up for an observer at height h. This appears after 2 seconds and 4 seconds after the projection. What is the maximum height reached by the body? Now what is given in our problem? The body is projected vertically up at height h. An observer is there. For this observer, the body appears after 2 seconds and after 4 seconds of the projection. That means the displacement of this body is same after 2 seconds and after 4 seconds. For a vertically projected body, what is the equation for displacement? S is equal to ut plus half at square. In this, u, the initial velocity, a equal to minus g, and using the displacement after 2 seconds is equal to displacement after 4 seconds, we can write u into 2 minus 1 by 2 into g into 2 square. This is the displacement after 2 seconds. This is equal to u into 4 minus 1 by 2 into g into 4 square. This is the displacement after 4 seconds. From this we can write 2u minus 2g, this is equal to 4u minus 8g, or 2u equivalent to 6g. From this we get the initial velocity u equal to 3 into g. Therefore, the velocity of projection is 3 into 9.8, that is 29.4 meters per second. Now the maximum height reached. For this we take the equation v square minus u square equivalent to 2as. When the body reaches the maximum height, the final velocity is 0, a equal to minus g, and s is equal to h. From this we get h is equal to u square by 2g, or this is equal to 9g square by 2g. This is equal to 9 by 2 into 9.8, and this we get 44.1 meter. The maximum height reached by the body is 44.1 meter. And we go for the next one. In above problem, what is total time of flight? The total time of flight is nothing but 2u by g. This is equal to 2 into 3g by g, or this is equal to 6 seconds. Or simply we can consider the total time of flight is nothing but 2 plus 4 seconds. Why? Because the body takes 4 seconds to come to this position and 2 seconds to travel this path. Then how much time it takes to travel this path? Yes, it is also 2 seconds. Therefore, the total time of flight is 4 seconds plus 2 seconds, that is 6 seconds. And another problem related to the same problem. In above problem, what is the height from where the person is observing? The height from where the person is observing is nothing but the displacement after 2 seconds, that is h is equal to u into 2 minus 1 by 2 g into 2 square. Now this is equal to 2 into 3g minus 1 by 2 into g into 2 square. On simplification we get this is equal to 4g or 39.2 meter.